Hey there, YTPC, New Jersey Piper Ben here. Just sitting in my garage watching the rain, having some plum pudding in my country gentleman. Still one of my favorite blends for sure. Yeah, feeling a little bit, down today. I was supposed to fly to Ireland yesterday with my wife and take our first sort of legitimate vacation in quite some time. Um, and honestly, I was going to call it my first legitimate vacation in my working life because prior to this, the longest we'd gone somewhere just for ourselves was like 4 nights, and 4 nights isn't really a legitimate vacation. It's a nice getaway, but I think a legitimate vacation needs to be at least a week, you know, and that means 7 nights, not 5 nights or or a working week, but a full week, you know. Just my opinion, but I mean, for a vacation to do what a vacation is supposed to do, um, I would think you need that much time to really decompress, reset yourself, and be in a mindset where you're not thinking about what you have to do when you go back to work. And that's hard for some people to turn off. It would be for me, for sure. But yeah, we were going to go to Ireland for 9 nights, staying a couple nights in Dublin, then going to Cork, and then Killarney, Galway, and Limerick for a total of 9 nights. And I rented a car and we were gonna drive to all those places and stay in different hotels. Staying in Killarney the longest because that seemed like where the most stuff I would want to do is concentrated. I even bought this snazzy little vest with like tons of pockets to wear as kind of a base layer or a little bit of a warmth layer, and assisted me taking as many pictures as possible, and keeping tins of tobacco close at hand and pipes close at hand. But yeah, wasn't meant to be, I guess. But what I'm hoping we can do is just push it out 1 year. So the travel agency obviously eventually emailed me and they're like, hey, we're obviously working on a ton of cases. Just reply to this email and say, do you want to cancel or postpone? And I just replied postpone because I still definitely want to go. So what I think they're going to do is they obviously have to cancel everything because, you know, we're not going, but they're going to, I guess, keep the funds and try to rebook everything as close as possible, um, to match kind of what we already had booked and everything. Um, just when we can actually take the trip. And again, best case scenario would just be to do it at the same time next year, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Everybody's in the same boat. Nobody's going on vacation. And our work was like, make sure to take time off. And I get it. I get why they're saying that, because you should. If work is overbearing and you need to get away from it, you should take time off. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't want to use vacation days and then not do anything. And you kind of can't do anything right now. So, yeah. And, the longer trips that we've taken before, were to visit family around Christmas time and things like that. And that's great, but that's not a vacation. You're going to see family, we're staying in our parents' house and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. And so, yeah, this would have legitimately been my first like legit long-term vacation in my adult working life, which has basically been since Uh, I graduated college December of '02, and I worked in college, but nothing crazy, just enough to, have a little bit of money to eat and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. So quite some time. So I was due basically, and man, I was looking forward to it. I thought a lot about where to go and what was going to be my first like legit European vacation on my own dime. I've been once with my company, which was very nice. We went to Barcelona for a few nights for a deployment conference. That was a sort of a company wide thing, but a few nights in Barcelona is fantastic. It's a beautiful city, but you're there for work, so you really are not on your own schedule. But yeah, I had kind of boiled it down to Ireland and the Czech Republic, and I ended up choosing Ireland just for the sort of perceived freedom of that vacation. Meaning the ability to rent a car and just do whatever you want to do, go wherever you want to go, and not be tied to any like tour or anything like that. That kind of appealed to me. So yeah, but now I'm like, next time I really have my eye on like Austria, Switzerland, that whole sort of, I guess, southeastern Europe sort of area. Still Western Europe, but that area of Europe and sort of the Alps, around the Alps at least. Looks really gorgeous. I've heard like expats say Austria is just one of the most beautiful places to live if you can pull it off. I'm sure the same is true for Switzerland as well. Uh, watching Red Coat Returns videos. I mean, Switzerland's like that to me. That's just like a fairy tale land. That's like a fantasy land. Like something that beautiful shouldn't even exist, to be honest with you. But yeah. So anyway, a little bit melancholy today. I want to look at the weather in Ireland and see if it's like really crappy right now. So it would kind of be like vindication. Like, say if we went, it would just be raining the entire time. But which isn't out of the question for Ireland. But apparently, the weather in Ireland doesn't last a long time. Like if like it just kind of tends to change very rapidly and dynamically. So I don't know. I'm just rambling. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care.